So we're going to put it here, and a rhizome, which Kristen I think tried to explain to you, is a root that's sideways. You can enter at any point, exit at any point. It's actually good if it gets broken off because then it just makes... So what if this hole, when you walk in, there's a rhizome here, and it's us. It's us connecting with virtual mentors, with local mentors, with each other. There, and so you guys would be forming all this stuff.
Now imagine that whole thing on this wall.
All the way up.
On this wall.
Changed by you guys all the time. We're videotaping it so people can then see. This is alive. This isn't just a static, I have one teacher for the whole year. This is, like you said, I'm making myself. So I've got all these different gyrations going on and you will be able to see it.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
Wouldn't that be cool? And then, this was his idea. I just did a call out for iPhones that people have upgraded. And so they take those iPhones and give them to us. Because we have Wi-Fi here, I was thinking we couldn't do that because then we would have to pay Wi-Fi, but we have Wi-Fi here. So they walk in, if they don't have an iPhone, now we've got the QR codes going. And they can go here and see, you know, something about Costa and something about Christian. Or they can see a video of them working together by the QR code. Or his idea was, when you walk in, what did you say? Story of the...
Something that, poster that says how to do, what was that?
Story of the...
How to read the map or something.
Yeah. Story of the rhizome or something.
Yeah, so when it says like how to read this whole map, then you need to, if you don't have that application downloaded, then you can download on your iPhone. You don't have an iPhone, you can pick iPhone from here, and then you can, you know, connect to the Wi-Fi. Everything over here, and then you start reading the whole map. How you read the whole map.
And we could have a QR code to the video of the map morphing so people could see, because it's going to be static when they come, but then they can just look at the video and see it morphing. So we've added QR codes all over the house and pictures that we really want to blow up to like 11 by 14 of, now these are stories.
How does a QR code work?
Okay, do you have an iPhone? Oh man.
I don't have my iPhone today. My wife took my iPhone.
Amazing that you've never
So
experienced.
you go here and you put your iPhone over it and scan it. You've got to get an app that's free. Scan it and it will just take you to it takes you to a link. So then you watch whatever movie they were thinking you should watch to go with it. Yeah.
How do you get that printed off?
You just stick a URL code, you go online, Google QR code generator, and you put the URL code in and you get that, copy it. So like, come here.
Oh my goodness.
Hey Shirley.
I've been doing a tour.
Hi.
Took Shirley and Jean on the tour,
Good.
and did the usual thing.
Very good.
Looks like a very promising place.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. This is Peter, this is Joe Beer, and this is Adam.
Hi.
Hi. This is Shirley.
Hey, Shirley.
So we're just explaining like these, trying to make the house be like the web. The web is alluring because anybody can join. There's something for everyone. And it's alive, it's not like static. So like this picture that Barry brought in when somebody was Skyping with somebody in Canada that was learning about the Holocaust. And we thought, well, if a kid gets interested in this just sitting here and maybe this changes, maybe next week it's something else, you know. But all of the things like this have a QR code. So this particular one takes you to the artist, who is a local artist, and takes you to his website. So then they might go, oh, he lives here, I want to meet him, which he's already agreed for kids to come over there to his mindless.
Talk about the unplanned connection that just happened with the people next door today.
Well, I honestly feel like going global has, you know, people say when you go global or when you get involved with tech, it becomes inhumane. And what I found is I've never been connected to a community like I am now, you know. And one of the little instances, there's been a couple, but one in particular, we've been drooling over this house next door because they have an observatory and we've heard some cool things about it. I was talking to Adam out front just a minute ago, and people walk by and they're like, we know you. Well, it's the owners of the space, and I've known them for 5 years and had both of their kids in math class, and they're like letting us use their space because they like us, and it's just amazing, you know. Corey Bediger said in the lab last year when kids were saying these connections are not that likely. They're very rare that you could find a connection in your city And that's why we're so excited about watching this amoeba come to life on the wall, this rhizome of a network. And what Corey said was, there's a 100% chance that you can find a connection. You just have to, here's the key, you just have to talk to people. We don't have time today to talk or to listen. And so that's one of the things we're hoping that will happen, is more time to talk and listen. So this connection that you've made with Kemmer, I think we both agree that that's pretty rare, that people find someone that seems so perfect for them, for their passion, and that it's a give and take, that you're both getting out of it. And so it's like a complete, the book that I'm reading, The Mesh, it's like a mashup that's perfect. So it seems pretty rare. What are the possibilities of it, though? I mean, do you think the possibilities are rare, or?
I would say the possibility of it is almost 100%, because there's always people out there that are good at something, and if you go talk to them about how they got good at it, either they could help you or whoever taught them could help you, because it's really rare that you find somebody that on their own with no outside help at all got great at something. And so there has to be people out there. There has to be resources out there. Mr. Kemmer didn't professionally coach kids in track and field, yet he's so successful with this because it's just something he enjoys doing. I don't know what he used to do before he was retired, but I'm sure that if I had looked at that alone, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, of him being a good track coach. And you just have to go talk to people and find out where they got good. They'll tell you, go talk to that person. If that's not the person you're looking for, talk to the person that made them good. I mean, it's just finding somebody. It's not rare.
That I think Ms. Malchik did especially well at, and I think that was some public speaking skills. Even in a classroom of 5 and 6 year olds, she did a great job of expressing herself. When she would do read alouds, when she would talk to kids. And then during our end of the year celebration, we split up our awards that we were going to announce to this whole room full of grown-ups in the gym.
A room full of grown-ups.
Mm-hmm. And
A gym full of grown-ups.
she took these awards, and you couldn't just read it. You had to kind of ad-lib, and she took it and she ran with it. She was awesome. It was great. So people stand up in front of 200 plus adults and do that. I think it was terrific.
I am terribly afraid of public speaking too. I didn't do well in speech. I couldn't speak in front of people. So this helped a lot with that. Just even reading to the kid, I can't read out loud. I always had that fear of like, oh, they're listening to me. But reading out loud to the kindergartners, it was so like animated that it was easier for me. And then when I went back to school and had to read from textbooks, I read like Breeze, and then I spoke in front of parents, and I had one of the parents, Levi's dad, come up to me and tell me that I did really well, and he does public speaking all the time, and I did really well, and he was really impressed, and I was just like, thank you so much. I dropped all my papers. I dropped them all. So scared.
But you never missed a beat, though. You were great.
Thank goodness. That definitely was probably the one thing that I saw improve in me so much, because I can speak in front of people now and not crumble inside and stutter over my words like before. So that was big for me.